Welcome back to the Flower Gold Wizard channel. It's kind of early in the morning. The sun just came up, or it's just coming up. It's chilly. I got the truck started up, waiting for all the ice to defrost off the windshield. And look who's ready to go. This guy. He's pumped. Today we're going to grab my metal detector because I haven't used it in a while. The ground's froze, but I'm going to go and throw it in the creek. See if we can find some heavies, and I'm going to bring my super sluice along and do a little panning. I think it sounds like a nice little Sunday morning. So I'll see you out in the creek. Back in a bit. Hit the thumbs up. We made it back to the creek. I am at my favorite creek. It's a pretty nice day out. Most of the snow has melted around here, and a lot of the ice is gone off of this baby too. So looks like we're gonna have a little bit more time back in here than I thought, which is nice. So today I've got my Fisher F22 detector here, and I'm just gonna swing it around on some of these big flats here and look for maybe some lead fishing gear or lead shot places where lead and other heavies may be concentrated a little bit, and finding those locations, I'll mark them, come over, grab my shovel, throw it in that pan right there, and we're gonna do a little panning. We're gonna start out back down here a ways, and eventually we're going to make it up to my spot where I did my last video with my sluice. I didn't bring my sluice with today. I want to pack light just to do something a little different. I miss using my detector, so today's it. So I'm going to swing this big flat right here, and I picked this spot because it is so wide and it's kind of shallow, and it's easy to swing this thing under the water when it's a little bit shallower like that. And if I have any targets in here, I'll do a little digging. If not, we're going to move up. And I'll turn it back on when we get our first big nugget. Back in a bit. Hit the subscribe button now. You ever get that feeling you're being watched? I don't know. Ian Rigby here. He's been acting spooky. I feel like there's something watching me. Back in a bit. All right, we didn't find anything in that last spot. No hits. I didn't do any shoveling back there because I think I'm going to save my shoveling for ultimately when I get up to that spot I know there's decent gold, or a spot where I have a hit with my metal detector here. And I stopped here because this area here, it's got a nice inside bend right here. And it widens out and the water calms down. It's pretty shallow. Again, similar to why I stopped at the last one here. And it's got some little waterfall, little drop-offs right here. And it's going around that little island, and there's a current there coming around. And it widens out here pretty good, like, I don't know, 25, 30 feet. And you can see all the gravels are settling out right here real nicely, even up on the bank here. So I'm going to take opportunity right here and do a little swinging and continue on. What was that? What was that? There's just something spooky going on out here. I tell you. Back in a bit. Well, I no more than had my back turned for 5 minutes, and I caught this. Caught this guy trying to sneak up and take Rigby's jerky. Better watch out, he'll get one. Hey, you tell him. Ain't no Bigfoot getting our jerky. Jerk. I would briefly like to make note of something. Now when I walk up the creek, I'm always looking around, looking in the water, looking for this or looking for that. And there are certain parts in this creek where the gravels and rocks change color. You know, say 50 yards will be this brown and red and, you know, typical creek water rocks. And then you'll come across these areas right here where I got about maybe 30 feet wide, or, you know, up and down the creek lengthwise here of just solid black rocks. Let me grab a couple of them out of there. See that? Just as black could be, and really heavy. I mean, it's just absolutely full of them. Every single rock. Every single one, big ones, little ones. You know, so it's obviously a different deposit than other parts of the creek, and I'm just kind of wondering what the heck would cause that. You know, I mean, it's just all over up in here, and then once you get up past there just a little bit, they turn kind of brown again, and then up a little ways, you know, then they're black again. I just thought that was real interesting. Let's continue. Back in a bit. All right, we made it. We are there. Came all the way up here where I had my sluice set up last. You can see all that ice over there. It's gone. Boy, I wish I would have brought my sluice now. God darn it. But it is what it is. So I had it, let's see, where did I have it? I had it set up right here last time. This was all solid ice up in here, and I just had a little opening right here. Right there is where I had that baby set up. And I was running real nice clay material out of here, and I hardly got any gold, so I'm going to dig my tailings. I'm going to swing this around a little bit first. I haven't found one target yet, and the whole time I've been swinging, no garbage, no nothing. So I'm gonna swing a little bit and dig these tailings, pan them out, see what I get. What a nice day. About 31 degrees. I'm styling. Back in a bit. All right, I've got my very first target of the day. Where the heck did that thing go now? It's right in here somewhere. It was definitely a lousy old iron target of some type or another, and it could even be a hot rock. But I'm gonna go ahead and dig that spot. You know, maybe that's just where heavies happen to be dropping. If he gets out of my way. All right. Well, I did not get whatever that target was into my pan on the first shovel, but I still have it marked. And I thought, you know, I had it in the pan, I might as well pan it down. And I didn't find anything, wire, lead or nothing like that, but I found a piece of gold right there. Let's see if I can get that to focus on there. Right there. Oh yeah, you can see it. Little bitty guy right there. That was only about 1/4 of a pan right there. I get that to come back in, sure. One piece and 1/4 of a pan, I'll take that all day. I'm telling you, this spot here is my new go-to. I know there's really good gold in this right here. And me and my dad were pulling great gold out over there too, with that sluice. And this whole area right here, I think is going to be good. So I'm going to see if I can get that one target out of there, and then I'm just going to get the pan. And I brought a little container. I'm just going to start throwing this stuff in a container, and we'll take a look at what we get when we get home. Small video update. I'm gonna hang up the metal detector. I did find a few hot rocks, but I'm not finding anything made out of metal. But pan number 2 over here turned up another piece of gold right there. Look at that. Yeah, a little tiny fella right there. And there's hardly any black sand in here. I mean, there's a little bit, but not much. So, and that was a quick pan. I'm going to pan this down, this one here a little bit, just a little bit more, and see if there's another piece or two in there, and start just sucking up all the black sand I find. I'm going to go Panapalooza right now. I'll go nuts with it. I did repan that second pan back down. I took a little bit more time, and I found another piece right there. Yeah, we are doing good. Back in a bit. This is awesome.
All right, there's a lot of gravels in here and big rocks that are tough to work your way around with just a shovel. So to expedite this process a little bit, I brought my hooker. For those of you who don't know who Mercedes is, this is my hook tool that I use to move rocks before I start shoveling with my spade. It works great. I'll just go ahead and start making a nice little hole here, getting all the rocks out of one spot in particular, and then I'll go back to that spot with my shovel, and it'll just be easy as pie, just shoveling into that super sluice. So I'm going to take 5-10 minutes and make a nice little hole here. I can get down 4 or 5 inches real easy with Mercedes here, and we'll get the pan. All right, we got a nice little pan full here. I'm finding a little bit here, a little bit there. I'm quite happy with that. Water's a little chilly, but the air is considerably warmer than it was last time. If it's above freezing, I could typically work out here all day without wearing gloves. So my hands are doing real well. And just for funsies, I'm taking, this is off of my tailings pile from the last time we were here with my sluice. I just couldn't get that sucker set up properly. And I know I dropped some gold, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a nice heaping pan out of there and see what comes of it. That's probably enough there. Get a couple of those bigger rocks pulled back. See what we got in there. You know, a very minimal amount of black sand. It ain't crazy by any means. And I do not see one piece of gold. Nope. Maybe we weren't crazy last time. Let's do a little brief video update. Look at this pan. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces in there. Look at that one there on the top. That's a pretty decent sized piece. Finding quite a bit of black sand. I wasn't finding much, like right over in there where I cleared out that hole with Mercedes. So I came over right underneath my home, my dead log here, and I started digging out up close to the shore here. Just out of the main current, like right on this edge right here where it's kind of slack right there, and then it's current. And that's where I got those few pieces before when I was running my metal detector. And now I got this 4-piece pan here. So I'm gonna keep pounding away on this shoreline over here. It is the inside shore. I mean, the water is coming around and going up back that way and around, so this would be the inside edge. So maybe this has got something going on here. But I'm gonna do about 10 more pans and get the heck out of here. I'm going home to watch the Green Bay football Packers. Back in a bit. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us for today. We did quite a few pans and we were doing pretty darn good. We tried a few different spots. You know, I did get a few specks out of over in there in the past, but I just wasn't getting it today for whatever reason. I don't know. I didn't monkey around up in there too much. I started out here with the detector and found those few, and that turned out to be my best spot, right where that shovel is. Digging all that stuff out of there. I got quite a bit of that stuff moving, and it's starting to fill in with blonde sand already. Just goes to show you, I mean, I don't know if that gold's moving around or what the heck it's doing, but we did pretty good. I'm going to get this stuff home and get it in my black pan, throw on my macro lens, and we're going to take a look at it. Back in a bit. Yes, we made it back to the shop. I've got that gold all cleaned up and in my black pan. Let's take a look at it. All right. we've got our macro lens on there. And there's a bunch of pieces. We did pretty darn good today for just panning. I'm quite happy. Quite happy. A lot of those pieces are just so tiny. I just love this little lens. I mean, they look like nice little pieces. Look at that one there, though. That's a decent little piece. Maybe 1.5 nice pieces, and the rest of them are little fly poops, but I'm quite pleased with it. Let me take that off of there, give you a little kind of how it looks in real life. That ain't too bad. You know, let me try and tap that up here a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Heck yeah. I'll take that all day. And you know where that gold's going? In the can. That 7,000 subscriber can is insatiable. And I've got some things coming in the mail, and it's gonna infuse the can, to say the least. So until that next episode, like, share, subscribe, and please do leave a comment. Those things are really helping build my channel fast. And throw me a thumbs up if you would. Flower Gold Wizards, out.